Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Justin Wolfe from Wolfe Customs.
And I'm Larry Roberts. Both Justin and myself pride ourselves in bringing only the best outdoor videos,
where we show only the reality of the situation, none of the staged drama.
So if you want to see what the popular TV shows didn't show, then stay with us and we'll show you the skills and knowledge needed.
We'll show our success and our failures. In many cases, these are things that we've never done ourselves, and we're going to be learning right alongside you.
But what we won't show is the made-up drama, only put in for ratings. Hey guys, on today's video we are going to kind of play out a little scenario where like maybe a guy was out birding, you know, checking out birds or whatever, you know, maybe heck, you know, you could be, I guess, someplace exotic if you know, but you had a pair of binoculars and you went out, you thought you were going to be out just for a little while. You got caught up in whatever you were chasing, whatever animal you were checking out with your binoculars, and you don't know where you're at. So I've got just a little day pack on me here. I've got 2 bottles of unopened, pretty small bottles of plastic water bottles, and I've got my binoculars, and that's basically it. You know, I never leave the house without a lot of stuff, but that's all we're going to pretend we got in this scenario. So let me reposition the camera, and I'll open up my pack, and I'll show you what different binoculars that I brought out. I brought several different binoculars, and the reason I did that is because I just wanted to show you the differences in the ones that I have. These are the ones that I chose to use for this video. I chose to use them because they are I can afford to not have them anymore. The other 2 pair I'm going to show you, they're a little bit different. I chose to keep those, and it just is kind of a coincidence that I think this pair will be the easiest pair to do for this project. Like I said, I didn't plan it out that way. These are the ones that I wouldn't mind getting rid of if I had to. So anyway, let me reset up the camera and I'll show you what I got in my bag here. Okay guys, so in addition to this pair of Simmons 10-25 binoculars, okay, got those. Oh, it doesn't take long for the bugs to come out. Package, or the container for those, pouch. And I've got my 2 bottles of water, which I'm kind of thirsty right now. So, these binoculars, okay. And these binoculars. Now, these 2 pair are not, they're not high-tech or anything, you know, super special. It's just these are the ones I want to keep. But what we're going to do today is basically you're lost or whatever, and you need a fire. You need a fire just in order to purify your water, to do whatever. I mean, the fire is huge. So, of course, you don't have anything. You didn't bring anything, but you brought your binoculars. And it's a nice sunny day out. So right away you can do a solar fire. Maybe. Let's see. Alright, on TV it seems like they break these open, piece of cake, no problem, and the lens never breaks. I don't know, I've never really looked at taking these apart. I think I might have got lucky, like I said, with this pair, just because it looks like I might be able to unscrew the end, okay? But if I have to beat these up, I guess I don't care if I destroy these. This pair maybe you could, if you had a, you know, like a multi-tool or something, there's, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a couple of Phillips screws. I wonder if you know, popping those out might be able to get you to the lens easier. Okay, these are yeah, I don't know, prying in there with your knife or something, I guess. You know, you wouldn't want to, or I wouldn't necessarily want to try to baton through this part with my knife. I mean, it's rubberized on the outside, but it is metal on the inside, I think, anyway. I've never broken into a pair of binoculars. So I would think that would be like absolute last resort, would be to try to baton through these things with your knife. Anyway, let me put the two good pair away that I want to keep, and we'll dig into these. And actually, guys, before I break apart a perfectly good pair of binoculars, I'm gonna go grab some tinder. I've never shined these up at the sun and tried to focus them. I can see it's not gonna work that great, but still, I mean, I've never done that. Maybe that'll work. I should grab some tinder and try it before I just break these binoculars up. So let me go grab something that I think might be able to affect a solar fire with, and I'll get back with you. Okay, well, I've got my tinder stuff kind of set up a little bit. We're not going to have a big fire or nothing. The first thing I'm going to do is just kind of mess around and see if I can even get the sunlight to go through these binoculars. Oh, there's something there. It's like really weak. Actually, that's my watch. Let's see here. Oh, there's something. Wow, that's tiny. Okay, I'm sure you can't even see that. It's like the tiniest little circle of light, and even with focusing it or doing whatever, it's not getting brighter. It's just kind of staying there. Alright, well, enough of that. So this is the bigger lens, and that's what everybody seems to go for. So let's... Alright, well, that didn't exactly unscrew. There looks to be some sort of locking ring in there. I'm going to have to think about that for a while. Let me study on these and see where the weak point is. And I've only looked at it to do this video. I've only barely looked at them. So I looked at them a tiny bit last night and thought that this part unscrewed. And so I thought that I'd be cheating kinda, but it doesn't. Well, I guess this part does. Can't see nothing through that. Not even smoking. I don't know what that focus thing did. Obviously it moves the mirrors back and forth, but I don't know if that does enough. The inside of there you probably can't see. It's so small that I think that's not a mirror. So it's so small in there, I think it's blocking my light. I might get a stick and try to pop that out from that side. Let me try one more time with this, just the way it is. It seems like it's got a nice little focus of light there. Not even a tiny bit of smoke. I need to pop that lens out somehow, maybe, and maybe that'll help. Alright, so before I go all caveman on it and just start breaking stuff, I just got this stick's kind of fragile, but whatever. I don't think it's going to come out because it seems like it's got a bunch of threads and stuff in there, and then there's this keeper locking piece, but you know, it's worth a try. Boy, it doesn't take long for the mosquitoes to come out. Okay, well, that didn't work. I'll get back with you. Okay, well, we're going to pretend the guy had a hacksaw, and then we'll get back with you, okay? Alright, well, and the only reason I was risking, I just want to say this, the only reason I was risking busting the lens by hammering it like this is because I know I've got another one. What I did is, you know, when it was one piece, I just broke it apart so it'd be easier to work with, and then I carved this rubber crap off of it. Oops, carved the rubber crap off of it to kind of see what I had to work with. And so basically, I'm screwed. Now I gotta be caveman with it, and I'm not gonna baton my knife through it. I just don't think the risk is worth it. I guess the only other thing to do is to try to find a sharp rock and baton it through it, because if I just, that piece is like, the piece that's blocking the sunlight is like right about there. So if I'm just really worried that if I bust it, it's going to bust the lens. But like I said, I've got two of them. I guess I don't really see any other way to do it. I kind of cracked it a little bit. What the heck? Man, they just crack it a couple times and the damn lens comes out perfect. Alright, let's try something else. Alright, well, I found this rock kind of sticking up. I got this one too, I guess. I mean, this just seems to me like it's going to just frickin' break. Maybe if I chip ever so gently around it, ever so gently as I'm banging two rocks together. That thing's going to get in my way right there. Because that's kind of... Huh. Now it's probably not helping me any, but every time I hit it, I'm closing my eyes. So, I mean, there's frickin' chips going flying everywhere. I think if I just, it's loose in there. Maybe it always was. If anything, it looks like it went back in there further. Huh. Alright, well, keep going. When I get closer, I'll turn it back on again. Okay, hopefully you can see this. It's starting to dent and wear down. I'm gonna guess this is just some sort of pot metal just by the way it looks, but you know, so hopefully if I finally get a puncture somewhere, then I'll be able to work a rock in. But until then, it's just, you know, caveman. Okay, I was literally just taking a break from sawing this. This crap is, I mean, they must have had China's best engineers on this son of a gun. Anyway, I was just flipping, taking a break, and went like this, and the silly thing popped out. I figured this probably was threaded. And it's got two little, like what you could put like a screwdriver in there, but I don't have a screwdriver out here. And then just freaking working it like this, it unthreaded itself. So now, oh, it's got a chip in it too. Well, it's thick. Anyway, it's got a chip in it. So you can see how thick that sucker is. Maybe you can see it on the camera. I think I need to invest in a new camera. It's not really focusing good and stuff. Sorry about that. But man, it's at least a 1/16 of an inch thick. And it's got to be, God, it's got to be almost 80 out here. And I'm not used to that right now, so I'm sweating buckets. But anyway, I finally got the lens out. Let's take it over to our tinder. And to clarify my last statement or whatever, I guess I didn't 100% think that it was threaded, but I mean, I knew this piece was a keeper of some sort. I thought it was more like a compression type, like spring keeper type thing. So anyway, let's get the tinder out here. And my hands are not too bad. I want to try to, oh boy, I just turned it to powder. It's so wet out here that I had a real tough time finding anything. I might need to regroup here. Looks like both sides magnify. Or, you know, whether I... This is awesome with all these flies landing in my hair. One thing I can't stand is them stupid, well, there's plenty of things I can't stand, but them stupid bugs flying in my hair. This is nasty. I should have wore a hat. Ow, oh, they're biting too. Doggone it. I think I'm going to keep that glass on there. That's not really, I mean, it's still smoking. It was still smoking. Man, it's hard to sit still when the bugs are getting you. I don't have a lot of patience for solar fire, to be honest with you. That's something that I struggle with. All that smoke you're seeing, I think that's all surface smoke. I don't think there's anything in the meat of the ball. I think I need to get a new tinder bundle, or I mean a new bark ball, if you will. I may try to use a skeletonized leaf, something like this, because that's not catching. I mean, it's smoking a little bit, but oh yeah, that was awesome. Well, no. Yeah, I lost it. When your eyes have been staring at that ball of flame, or ball of tinder like that, it makes you think there's orange on top. Huh, if my neighbor starts target practicing, we'll have to figure something else out. Alright, so here's a little tiny leaf. I'm going to get some skeletonized leaves and something better than that crap I was using, and I'll get back with you. At least we know the lens works. I think a regular tender bundle would have worked a lot better, but I wanted to try this thing out, and now I've got birch bark where it's burning like crazy. Okay, well, there you go. Like I said, I think I would have used a regular tender bundle. That was kind of a pain in the butt, but I wanted to try it, and it's wrapped in birch bark. I mean, that would have taken right off once, you know, that birch bark's got a ton of fuel in it. Anyway, I think I kind of got lucky when this thing, or obviously I got lucky when this thing just popped out just neater than snot. So anyway, that grinding back and forth, I think that was the ticket. I mean, that would have taken a lot longer, and would have been a lot more time consuming and a lot more physical, but at least I think with that method I was less likely to bust this lens. And also, now that I see this lens, like I said, I've never done this before. Now that I see this lens, this sucker's pretty thick. It's got to be at least a 1/4 inch thick. Got to be about a 1/4 inch thick. So there you go, guys. I brought one more thing out to try, and now I got to go get some more leaves. Something else I've never done. Eyeglasses. These are my daughter's. I don't know what her prescription's like, or even if it would work. Alright, well, not even close. These ain't gonna work. Never tried that before either, but I mean, I don't know if it's because of the shape. I mean, it must be the shape of the lenses. Also, I don't think her eyes are too awful bad. So anyway, hope you guys like this one. Take care.